1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, where it talks about now 2 women who were harlots came to the king and stood before him. You see in here that even though they were imperfect from being harlots, they were still mothers. You know, the head is shaking, the shoulders are sort of going this way, and she's pointing, this woman and I dwell in the same house, and I gave birth while she was in the house. Then it happened the 3rd day. In other words, the 3rd day, 3 days later, she gives birth to a son as well. We were together, no one else was in the house except the 2 of us. And here she goes again. And this woman's son died. And she lets it be known what has gone on. She arose, and you get into this little tit for tat. See, she said, going on there. You see? And finally, the other woman says, no, she's a liar. I'm the one who had the living son. I didn't switch sons on her. Did y'all see all of that? But how they got there and were allowed to stay has to do with the persistence of that first woman. This mother was persistent in how it was she wanted to take care of our children. And you see that in the resume of mothers today. They don't give up on their children. They will press on and on and on, regardless of what the children says about them and regardless of what the world says about them. But when I had examined him in the morning, indeed he was not my son whom I had born. If there's one person that knows their children, it's the mother. And if it's one person that knows the potential of their children, it is the mother. And when that mother saw that son that was dead, she knew that was not her son. They just know something. There is a connection between mother and child that you cannot separate no matter, you can try, but they know better. And they know the potential of their children. King said, bring me a sword. Okay, now back then, when the king ordered the sword, it was for annihilation. That's how that goes. And that is why the mother of the child turned around and said, no, don't kill him. And more importantly, what you saw in there is the selflessness of a mother who wants to give everything that they can to their child. But what you see in the other mother, she said, no, kill them, split them up. None of us need to have it. And when you see that, it goes to that last verse in there, verse 27, where Solomon says, and answered and said, give the first woman the living child, and by no means kill him. Those 4 important words in there are very true. She says, she is his mother. She has gone from being a harlot to being a mother. And that's what happens when you're in the presence of God and he works with you through things. He will stop you from being what you look like and make you be the person that you need to be. He recognizes that this woman is not a harlot. She is a mother. Right now, if you have a mother, right now, you ought to be able to call her up this afternoon or go tell her right now, thank you for your persistence. If you have a mother, you need to tell her, thank you for recognizing my potential for who I am today. My mother has passed on. And that's been 10 years plus since she passed on. But I remember to this day, when we were clearing out her house and clearing out the things in her room, and I took them down to the Goodwill. And I asked my mom, I was praying to her, and I asked her, I said, what do I do with my life without you? And she said, just hold on. Just be strong. You have faith in God, and that's all you need. And my mother to this day, when I remember the song that was called An Awesome God that was playing, I play that song every Mother's Day. And the reason I do is because I had a mother who trusted and believed in me like this mother did right now. And we all ought to be able to go back to a mother or a mother figure and thank them for being the woman of God that they have been, regardless of all the imperfections that we have seen in